Chapter 22. Jim Hart was a staunch man who wore a military cut and prided himself on pragmatism. He valued the elegance of a single, sensible solution, a clean break, a solid yes or no. He'd built his security business and career on that principle. But there was no manual, no standard operating procedure for goose removal in security, especially not when the complaint came directly from a billionaire CEO, his long-standing client, Bill Mayer. Bill's latest obsession was a flock of Canadian geese that had taken to sunning themselves on his pristine Rockport estate, occupying his emerald lawn as if they had a share of his legacy. The problem with geese, Bill had barked over the phone, was their stubborn entitlement. Like any bad employee, he snarled, they refuse to leave when they're no longer wanted. Jim didn't care for metaphors. He preferred instructions. What he did know was that Bill was deadly serious and that his money kept Jim's business alive. Geese, it seemed, had now officially entered the spectrum of high-priority threats he was expected to handle. In a stroke of either divine timing or digital coincidence, one of Jim's new hires, Marla, known for her fast fingers and sharp instincts, discovered an intriguing open-source project. A system called the Penguin Games, developed by AI scientist Stella Everdeen, was originally designed to monitor and manage colonies of emperor penguins. A programmer named Alice Chen had modified and branched it to deter crows, which, as it turned out, shared a crucial trait with the average goose. They traveled in packs and were surprisingly resistant to moving once they had claimed an inch of territory. Marla copied Alice Chen's modified code, reprogramming the algorithms to detect and displace Bill's unwanted geese. She commented out the air horn code, removing the rock music sounds, guessing that Axl Rose would be as unwelcome to Bill as the geese themselves. Marla loaded the software onto repurposed drones. Sleek, black, and polished, a line item added just last quarter, to patrol Bill's acreage on autopilot. Each bird was tracked, flagged, and, well, chased. That might have been the end of it, except Bill had other properties. Bill demanded that the Rockport experiment, now called the Bird Deterrence Protocol, be replicated across every square inch of all his estates. In Palm Springs, the drones were programmed to deter desert quail. In Newport, Rhode Island, on his Ocean Drive waterfront mansion, which bordered the famous cliff walks, they targeted seagulls. And so Jim found himself not only defending Bill's land from potential intruders, but managing a growing portfolio of avian hostilities. It wasn't what he had imagined years ago, fresh out of military service, but it was his job now, and it paid the bills. Pragmatism had always been Jim's strongest asset.